Hello everyone and welcome back to Junyoung Plays. My name is Logan and today we are playing Breath of the Wild. So in today's video we are going to explore the Gerudo region, and the Gerudo region, like the Pharaon region, has two separate regions to explore. The plan for this video is I'm going to explore the Wasteland Tower located over here. I'm very excited to get started. Here we go. Also, what's going to be different in this video is we are going to attempt Divine Beast Vah Naboris and leave the exploration of the Gerudo region in a different video. As per usual, we are going to explore the tower first so we can get the general idea of the layout of the map. Once you make it to the tower, you'll notice that the tower is surrounded by mud. You can make it easier for yourself if you use the cryosis room to build a bridge to the tower. You can also knock the tower over by using the magnesis tool and using it as a bridge. This area is very windy and it's very hard to fly over to the tower. Using this technique will get you over there no problem. One point of interest that you can see from this tower is the Gerudo Desert. Now the Gerudo Desert spans a vast majority of the Wasteland region. Bear in mind, once you're exploring the Gerudo Desert, it can get very hot during the day and very cold at night, so you have to wear your appropriate gear. You can also see Divine Beast Vah Naboris prowling around the Gerudo Desert. If you get too close to it and get caught up in its sandstorm, you will temporarily lose your minimap. Losing your minimap is not the only thing you have to worry about if you get too close to the Divine Beast. Getting really close to it will set off a lightning bolt that will strike you no matter where you are. You will have about 10 seconds to get as far away from the Divine Beast before it does shock you. However, if you do not have the right equipment, you will not be able to get away. This is because if you're running on the sand, your feet will sink into it and you will not be able to run as fast as you can. Taking your trusty steed will also not work because your horse will not allow you to cross the barrier of the desert. Luckily, some areas of the Gerudo Desert will have roads in which you can run on to get to your destination. The next thing we're going to be doing in this video is attempting Divine Beast Vah Naboris. Now, I know that it is very early on in the video to be doing something like this, but there's a very good reason for it. Out of all the Divine Beasts that are in the game, Divine Beast Vah Naboris has the longest story missions. I will now show you guys chronologically what you have to do in order to unlock this Divine Beast. The first thing you want to do is go to Gerudo Town. However, unfortunately, they will not let any men entering this town. It's kind of like Themyscira in Wonder Woman. Climbing the wall of Gerudo Town will also not get you anywhere. What it will get you is a swift kick out right into the sand. In order to get past the guards, you have to fool the guards into making them believe you are something that you're not. Rumor is that a man was able to sneak his way into Gerudo Town, but you will have to go back to the Bazaar to figure it out. However, it's been established that running across the sand will not get you anywhere. What you have to do is you have to sneak up to a sand seal and ride it back to the Bazaar. Once you get there, talk to this person up on top of a rock and offer them 600 rupees in order to buy clothes from this person. And before anyone says anything, yes, this is a man dressed up as a woman. I mean, I'm desperate to get to Gerudo Town, but there is absolutely no way I'm gonna... Oh. Okay. Okay. Well then, never mind. The things I do for the Legend of Zelda. Quick side note, you can also find the Gerudo Rhondson inside of this bazaar as well. Rhondson will be the Gerudo tailor that you're looking for in order to send her off to Tarrey Town. Once you return back to Tarrey Town, you'll notice that Rhondson has already established a shop selling the Desert Vow collection. You can find the Desert Vow Armor Set here at Tarrey Town, or you can go back to Gerudo Village, shown later on in this video. Afterwards, you're going to need to give Hudson 30 bundles of wood so he can make more houses. Hudson will then ask you to find someone who can run a general shop, mostly among the Rito because they can fly around to gather supplies. And one last wrinkle, you need to remember that this Rito has to have sun in their name. Anyways, back on track, once you equip your disguise, you can now slip past the guards and enter Gerudo Town. There's a lot of things to do in Gerudo Town. The first of which you can do is you can explore on the left side of Gerudo Town. There is going to be a door, and this door will require a passcode. Get the passcode wrong and you will have to wait an entire day in order to try it again. In order to find this passcode though, you have to go to a bar inside of Gerudo Town and overhear 3 women talking about their conversation. The correct password is gonna be GSC diamond shape. Once you get back to the door, you will have the opportunity to now access the Radiant Armor Set. You will also be able to find the Desert Vah Armor Set in the same location. Once you completed all of your exploration in Gerudo Town, you will have the opportunity to meet now Riju, the Gerudo chief. In order to progress in the storyline, Riju will have you retrieve the Thunder Helm, which was the heirloom that was stolen from them from the Yiga clan. You can find the Yiga hideout north of Gerudo Town. Once you arrive at the hideout, you can go about it in two ways. The first way is a stealth-like way, and the second way is guns blazing. A couple tips to make your stealth run a little bit easier: make sure that you use a weapon that can one-shot these Yiga Blade Masters. If the hit is too weak, you will blow your cover. You can also use Mighty Bananas as a distraction to displace wandering or prone guards. However, if you are caught by a guard, be aware that he will whistle for reinforcements and block off the exits. Yiga clan members armed with duplex bows will help support the Blade Masters. I would highly encourage you guys not to enter combat in this area. Getting hit once by a Yiga Blade Master will end up in a defeat. If conflict is unavoidable, try using an electrical weapon to stun your opponents. Not only are electrical weapons very powerful, but they'll also offer crowd control. This way you can focus in on one enemy without worrying for the secondary enemy attacking you. As you finish making your way through the Yiga clan hideout, you will have to fight Master Koga. Master Koga is ridiculously easy, because almost 95% of the damage that you give him will be self-inflicted. Master Koga will have 3 attack patterns. The first attack pattern, as you guys saw, he was able to summon 1 ball. The second attack pattern is he will now summon 2 balls. This time you will have to time when the balls fall on top of his head. Once Master Koga's health drops about 75% of the way, he will enter his 3rd phase. In his 3rd phase, he will summon a giant metal ball. All you have to do here is use the Magnesis rune and just drop it on his head. Wait for him to recover and do it again to win yourself the battle. That was by far the most pathetic mini boss I've ever had to fight in all my years of playing video games. I almost feel sorry for you. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, but when a huge metal ball is to fall on top of you, and it sounded like he fell for a while, let's go ahead and check if the guy's okay. And yeah, no, that's not good. That's death. Alright, we're just gonna chalk that up to idiocy on his part and move on. In this chest right here is the Thunder Helm, and what's gonna happen next is I have to return this Thunder Helm back to Gerudo Town. I'll cut back to you guys when I arrive. After a quick flashback, you will have to give the Thunder Helm back to Riju, and now you can attempt Divine Beast Vah Naboris. Before heading over to Divine Beast Vah Naboris, I decided it was worth my time and effort to get the Desert Vah Armor Set. You will need about 2,400 rupees in order to get the full set. Afterwards, I came back to Gerudo Desert and met up with Riju, who was equipped with the Thunder Helm. With the Thunder Helm, Riju was able to make a shield that will protect us from Divine Beast Vah Naboris' thunder strikes. As long as I am in her circle of protection, the strikes cannot hurt me. Essentially, the plan was to use bomb arrows to take out the legs of Divine Beast Vah Naboris. This is because Naboris draws power from its feet. Once all the legs have been destroyed, you can now board it. The first thing you want to do upon boarding Divine Beast Vah Naboris is to find its map. Now, like all Divine Beasts, you can use that map to control its innards to help you find the 5 terminals scattered around inside. The first terminal that I found was on the outside of the Divine Beast, and what you have to do is you have to make sure that the top electricity is on the top. Next, what you have to do is you have to line up the electricity with the 2 panels on the right and left, and ride the elevator all the way up to the first terminal. The second terminal you guys can find is on the farthest left side of the Divine Beast. All you need to do is jump the gap and turn it on. The third terminal that I found has an access point from outside. All you have to do now is twist the controls of Divine Beast Vah Naboris in order to access this terminal. The top metal rod should be connected to the green dot shown above. The second metal rod should be connected to the top metal rod, and it will flow electricity through that panel. Then move the third electric rod all the way to the back so it can connect to the very bottom electric rod. This will open up an access point in which you can go now to the top of Divine Beast Vah Naboris. Once you are on the top portion of the Divine Beast, you have to take this elevator up and you will find the terminal sitting for you on the 2nd level. Finally, the last terminal can be accessed by finding 2 balls of electricity and placing it on pedestals, unlocking this gate. You can find the 2 balls of energy on the top portions of the Divine Beast. Finally, you can make your way over to the main terminal. However, as soon as you activate the main terminal, you will have to fight Thunderblight Ganon. Thunderblight Ganon is really fast and really strong. It has a shield, so it can also block arrows that you shoot towards its eye. There are 2 tips that can make this fight a little bit easier for you. The first is to take out its shield so you can now use your arrows, and the second tip is to fight it on the bottom row of the Divine Beast. You will have a lot more room to work with. As per usual, also use ancient weapons if you have them. Before attempting any Divine Beast, make sure they have at least 2 ancient weapons to work with. Not only is this a great precaution just in case your weapon breaks, but it'll also help you become more efficient in these Ganon fights. Finally, as an extra precaution, you know that Thunderblight Ganon will utilize electric attacks, meaning that if you wear armor that is resistant to electric attacks, you will have a better chance of survival. Once you get Thunderblight Ganon's health about halfway, it will drop down metal rods and you can use your Magnesis tool to bring it up to him and shock him. To summarize this fight, you have to take out its shield so you can use arrows, fight on the bottom level, utilize his attacks against him, especially with the Magnesis tool, wear shock resistant armor, which can be obtained by upgrading your Desert Vah armor set at any fairy fountain, and bring at least 2 ancient weapons with you. Preferably, I enjoy swords and spears, but you guys can bring any 2-handed weapon if you guys want. It's time to finish this fight with a bow. Let's go! After defeating Thunderblight Ganon, you will then have the opportunity to meet Urbosa, the Gerudo champion. She will then offer you Urbosa's Fury, which happens to be the most destructive offensive move in the game. In order to activate Urbosa's Fury, all you need to do is charge your weapon. While charging your weapon, you'll notice that a stream of energy will signal out, and releasing your weapon will cause thunder to strike. Even the most dangerous enemies will be paper due to this attack. In total, you will have 3 charges of Urbosa's Fury to work with. Upon returning to Gerudo Town, Riju will offer you 2 treasures that used to belong to Urbosa. This will be the only Divine Beast that will offer you 2 chests instead of 1. In the left chest you will find Scimitar of the Seven, Urbosa's sword, and in the right chest you will find Daybreaker, which happens to be Urbosa's shield. Both of these treasures have really great stats and they look very cool paired alongside Link's Desert Vah armor set. Alright everyone, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next video, I plan on exploring the Hebra region, and the Hebra region is going to be the top left corner of the map. It is also where the next Divine Beast is, and I plan on doing that as well. I also plan on releasing a little mini video about what I found in the Gerudo region. It will be posted sometime this week. Thank you all for watching this series. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.